Children of the Corn. A young couple, Rachel and Mark, were driving across the Midwest on a road trip. Their GPS led them down a deserted road surrounded by endless cornfields. As the sun set, their car suddenly sputtered to a halt. No matter how much Mark tried, the engine refused to start. Rachel stepped out of the car and looked around. The field swayed gently in the breeze, but something about the movement seemed unnatural, as if the corn was alive. End quote. Let's find help, end quote, Mark suggested, grabbing a flashlight. They started walking along the dirt road, the tall stalks of corn looming on either side like silent sentinels. The deeper they went, the quieter it became. No wind, no crickets, just an unsettling silence. Then, they heard it. Soft giggles. Children's laughter, coming from the cornfield. "Hello." Rachel called out, her voice trembling. The laughter stopped. For a moment, there was only silence. Then, a child's voice replied, "Come play with us." Mark and Rachel exchanged uneasy glances. "Maybe they're lost," Mark said, stepping closer to the field. As he pushed aside the stalks, he saw them, children, no older than 10 or 12, standing in a perfect circle. Their faces were pale, their eyes hollow, and their smiles unnaturally wide. Each child held a sharp farming tool, a sickle, a scythe, or a rusted knife. Who are you?" Mark stammered. "We are the children of the corn," a girl in the center said. Her voice was sweet but cold, like frost on a flower. "The corn feeds us, and we feed it in return." "What do you mean?" Rachel whispered, backing away. The children stepped forward in unison, their tools glinting in the fading light. "We need a sacrifice," the girl said, her eyes locking on Rachel. "You wandered into the corn. Now, you belong to it." Rachel screamed as Mark grabbed her hand and pulled her back onto the road. They ran as fast as they could, the children's laughter growing louder and louder. When they reached their car, the engine miraculously roared to life. Mark slammed on the gas, and they sped away. But as they drove, Rachel glanced in the rearview mirror. The children were standing in the road, watching them leave. And in the back seat, she thought she saw something move, just a small, pale hand reaching out from the shadows. They never spoke of the incident again, but Rachel swore she could still hear the laughter in her dreams, calling her back to the corn.